Welcome to the Generation 1 Transformers review of Black Zarak. Black Zarak is a repaint of the Generation 1 toy Scorponok, and he was exclusive to the Japanese market around the year 1988. Even though he is a repaint of a Headmaster toy, and indeed on his box the words the Headmasters show up, Black Zarak was actually featured in a later show called Master Force, in which he played a predominant character from the middle of the show till the end. As you can see, the box features the usual gorgeous artwork that was done for the Generation 1 toy boxes. And what's slightly unique about this toy is that the small picture next to the deck specs actually depicts the toy in a slightly different, well actually not slightly, much different pose and whatnot than the picture in the front of the box. And this is somewhat different because usually the picture that was on the front of the box was the same that you saw next to the deck specs. And now to cover what's inside the box. Black Zarak comes with a card that on one side features the artwork that's in the front of the box, and the other side features an abridged version of the tech specs of the toy. He also comes with a somewhat large spear, two golden panels, a gun that features armor plating on one side, an itty bitty red piece of plastic that we'll talk about later, a shield, a Headmaster robot, two red plates, four twin cannons, an elevator, two robotic arms, and four antennas to pick up and send with messages from far, far away. He also includes an instruction sheet and a sticker sheet, which are not displayed here at this time. Black Zarak also comes with a little robotic companion called Guardminder, and Guardminder transforms into a little lunar vehicle. Or at least I would now show you Guardminder, if not for a tiny little bit of problem called Golden Plastic Syndrome. Golden Plastic Syndrome, as most of you know, is a phenomenon that occurred with Transformer toys between the years 88 and 90 something, in which the plastic was blended in such a way that it became very, very brittle and very, very prone to breaking after a short while of use. Regrettably, some pieces of Black Zarak were made from this golden plastic, and also all of Guardminder was made from this plastic, and after exactly 2 transformations he basically disintegrated in my hands. After taking him apart, you can see clean breaks here, here. This piece was also broken cleanly here. I've taken it apart to try to glue it together, but somehow I never got to that part, well, at least not yet. And sadly, his little tiny robot companion was also made from this golden plastic, and his right arm, as you can see, came off. His shield is also made from this plastic, and you can see that a piece has broken from it here, and also there is a crack here and one that you cannot see also here. And this is basically held together by I won't say goodwill, but definitely luck as of now. So all in all, this is what's left of my Guardminder. I hope to put it back together one day, although I'm not having high hopes on that account. And putting all this story aside, let's go to the main robot himself, Black Zarak. Well, as with most larger Generation 1 toys, the main toy itself comes somewhat incomplete and has a few items to be added to it. So let's get to that now. We take this red panel and put it on here. We take the other red panel and put it on the other side. We take one twin cannon and put it topside. Same thing on the other side. Take another twin cannon and put it on the robot's shoulder, or in this case the Scorpion's shoulder. Repeat the same thing with the other shoulder. And we take the golden panels that we showed earlier and put them on one side of the top of the body and the other. Now, remember that red piece of plastic that we talked about earlier? We take this piece of plastic and we insert it on the face of the robot to cover up the face and make the head of the Scorpion a bit more Scorpion-like. We can look at the head and we see these two blue lines, which essentially are supposed to be the eyes of the Scorpion. Well, now we're almost done with the Scorpion mode. So we take this piece here, flip it upward, and from it we flip out the tail of the Scorpion. What else can we say about him in Scorpion mode? He has movement from his shoulders, both up and down and inside and out. From the lower arms, he also has movement inside and out. And his claws open up and close. And the same thing goes with the other arm as well. Black Zarak is the basic Scorpion mode for all Transformer toys that came since then in the line of the Transformers. And as a Scorpion, he also has movement in his legs. Basically, he has a leg movement action feature that incorporates two wheels on the bottom of the toy, which when moved, basically, or theoretically at least, move the legs of the Scorpion. Now, to finish off with a couple of things, we can take the robot headmaster unit, the driver essentially, and open up the head like this, curl up the legs, and put him inside to be the driver of the Scorpion, if one wants him to have a driver. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is that the connectors that connect the tail of the Scorpion to the main body essentially use the same golden plastic that was used in Guardminder and the shield and whatnot. Essentially the plastic that has the golden plastic syndrome. And most of these connectors are cracked, so this basically downgrades the toy, my ability to play with the toy greatly, and I'm somewhat concerned that those cracks will eventually become more than that.